세러데이 쇼다운 젠지 스포츠 대 OK저축은행 브리오.
They can just pair with engage support. Looks like they're leaning towards Alistar, even though I was going to say Rel pairs really well with MF with the big Magnet Storm, but prioritizing the Alistar in this situation, very high prior on the Alistar right now, which, you know, had surprised me a little bit with the sort of nerf to lane swaps, the fact we're not seeing level 1 lane swaps, but especially in this situation, there's no real threat from the side of Pro. I mean, Zyracon level 1 strong, but it's not like the old-time Zyracon, where they just both press W and one-shot you.
Yeah, I think it's just fine. A lot of our teams aren't really going very heavy on just dominating a 2v2. It's left Cuz to go for the Lilia. Very comprehensive team comp here for KT. We'll see if they can put 2 and 2 together as we hop on the rift for game number 1. Victory over BNK.
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird because I think that BNK series, a lot of us saw it as like, you know, we kind of doubted KT a bit after that. Even though they won, it was like scrappy, didn't seem that convincing. But
early. We'll see how that goes. As Morgan still has 2 pots essentially, 1 biscuit, 1 pot, and is just fine. Bottom lane pretty even, all things considered. And now Podok actually going to get knocked up here by Paulo, left alone as Peter left to ward, and Podok's just dead.
And also, you could have just flashed the W if you're not out of it. You know, I want to see the replay. I want to see the replay,
yeah.
Okay? Don't flash at the end when you're already dead.
He just assumed he would live, I guess. As Peter now is going to be caught here. Has to flash out of that one. And now that's both Podok and Peter down on their flash, but same for Bolin. Meanwhile, we got some grubs that are being attacked.
Kind of difficult to do this if Pro have first move. You see Polo moving over, and back has to back away. And also, importantly, BDD is recalling. He can TP into this control. If they want to fight, they can actually make it happen. He's level 6 as well. He's going for that ward.
I think they should anyway, just to regain control of this pit and make sure you get the 2 grubs. He'll be in better position. I mean, he wasn't the first player to ever prioritize minion killing, but he was one of the first players that made a name for being so good at it.
Yeah, but
and highlighted the importance of it.
I think other ability.
It was like a attack speed buff or something. As Cassie's going to get engaged on here as Morgan now ults into the Alistar and is just left for dead. Does have his flash, but just doesn't want to use it. Peter, I mean, they're going to go for this fight. We'll see if it works out for them as Paulo is going to go in, but no follow-up at all onto Casting or onto Cuz. They're both still full health. BDD goes in, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Takes a bunch himself, and now he's got a flash away, and kind of felt like both teams were really out of sync there. And it's just going to be K2 who get the majority of the grubs at the end of the day. Well, might get another fight here as Closer in a bit of trouble. That's the Lilia bowling ball to hit him as well. The sleep is going to hit too. And now we got Closer in a lot of trouble. Has to flash away. Burn is coming in. Cuz really was considering it, but no flash, no mobility, and Closer gets away.
Yeah, I don't think he was quite able to get the center.
Okay. Hambak gonna miss his dash over the wall, doesn't have flash, and now he just is going to die, I think. Yeah, down he goes.
He did get some hard still procs though, so we'll get the minions.
He's much better at clearing the wave now as well.
Winning.
Yeah, he's not in the 3rd brush, he's in the 1st one.
On easy breezy.
Just another day at work for them. They didn't really care what happened in that one.
Just goofing about with the boys, you know, playing some 80 niddly top.
Oh boy. Well, Closer is going to be caught up here, and now the Yone ult is going to catch both of them, but the damage isn't quite there. And Peter has to go in with his own ult just to survive.
It was actually a nice initial play, but there just wasn't the damage there. You know, we don't have first item from BDD. Alistar's only doing so much and doesn't have Ignite. So they interrupted Closer so he couldn't dash. I think in this game, you're not going to be able to stay in range for very long. You know, you are going to...
You go in and then you go out.
Yeah.
Like the tide. And we can explain it in this case.
Well,
Closer is fine, and now BDD is also fine.
The thing
go ahead.
The tide actually takes quite a while to go.
You know what could help with that? Is a locket.
Oh.
Maybe
that is true. That's part of it.
Yeah. BDD in a little bit of trouble. There's that Zeke's getting to work.
And he's
in and he's out.
How much damage did he get from that Zeke's, you know? Maybe...
He almost broke the shield. Oh no, the bolt's gonna miss. Well, nice try, BDD.
Yeah, give it a go. He was like, wow, he doesn't have Zeke's, I can go in. You know,
yeah.
I can punish that. Oh!
That's what did it, Chad moment.
That is just zero. Oh, the TP flank!
What is happening here? Okay. Well, that happened, and now BDD is going to go on bounds here. He's in a lot of trouble. He does have his help, though, from Casting just going forward. Instead, they're going to get this kill on a Sejuani, although Casting is probably going to have to pay for it with his life. Although I say that, in goes Paulo. Maybe they give that kill over to Bull. BDD, nice dodge on the Ambessa ult. That means he gets out. Whereas Casting, Paulo really doesn't want to take the kill. And yeah, they'll get that kill over to Bull. That is a shutdown for the Zai. I don't know.
Hard to say.
Yeah. Nice pick here from BDD as the ult comes in, but it's pushed to the side. Does Yone care? Does BDD care? The answer is mostly not. But Closer does live. We're just doing Otacon here. Somewhat on spawn.
Just send it. Why not?
Yeah.
No.
TP advantage from top. So at this point, it's 5v4 if a fight happens. We see backing coming in from Closer. Maybe he gets there on time. Doubtful.
They're trying to push through this choke against a Alistar Rumble. A bold decision.
Yeah. Did a decent amount of damage to Peter.
Yeah.
Like KT will respect it.
They forced the recall from Closer, and that's what they want. So now BDD can take the tower. And if Bro want to start Otacon, they are welcome to. I think KT are hoping they will.
So, yeah, it's just a nice little macro maneuver, I suppose you can call it. They weren't ever really going to fully commit. And they were just baiting Bro into a bad fight. Speaking of that,
Sejuani
is checking every brush just to be careful.
Oh, he's found something. That wasn't a ward. That was bigger than a ward.
Look at how much damage he did from just like a second. Okay, gonna get hit by that. There's the Ambessa in as well. The turret doing a lot of damage as Equalizer comes down. He gets a shield, but not quite enough damage to do much again. BDD checked over the wall. Nice little play just to make sure. Again, another Yone special. Gets in, gets out, and they're gonna take down that Ocean Drake. So, you know,
makes sense.
Kind of got halfway there.
Oh no, Casting's falling for the minion trap.
Yeah, there we go again. He heard just kill the minions, and he's following yeah, he's following.
I'd be so upset. I'd be like,
yeah,
they told me just to kill the minions, and look what happened. But now they're
how about
the Otacon. Yeah.
So we're just gonna do Baron, I guess. There is vision here, but they're just gonna start it up, and Close is gonna TP. As now they're just leaving BDD on the objective.
Yeah, BDD can GP. I don't think they do it quick enough to get out.
I don't know. They have a lot of damage.
They might get it, but they're gonna get away.
I think they do. It's going to be very close.
Oh, nice stop from Paulo.
Oh, okay. That's the difference maker. Paulo going to stop it.
Can they cut them off, though? That's the question. They're looking for the recalls and the brushes. They've been spotted.
Yeah, I mean, they're on the chase. We do see that Paulo got away. Closer is away, and they get out.
And they should get this tower right now. It was a zoning.
I mean, it works. They backed away.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe Paddock just wanted to laugh at them, right? By pressing ultimate, it might makes the loud laugh from Misfortune. It's like a more expensive emote, you know?
I think it's worth. Good job, Paddock. that was a good play. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, doesn't have his ult now to laugh at them as they push this tower, so I guess Bro got the final laugh.
Trying to get position here on this dragon. Morgan's like, hey, maybe we go in onto this Alistar. Peter does have to throw his ult up. And just trades Palu's health bar for it. So Bro are going to be happy with that.
Yeah, Palu can get some healing off the dragon with his Qs, but he's still very low. And he's squishier than Peter, even without Peter having the ultimate. He still has his.
Oh, a little angle here as the divide comes out early.
Big resources burn. BDD takes a chunk of damage. He's going to try and heal up off the Gromp. It's just whittling down, burning resources right now. And Paddock nearly has his ult back.
All right, he's going to get that Q3 in the lineup, comes in, only hits a couple in the front, and it is going to be enough. They take down Palu, and Hambach is solo as well. Paddock is going 1v1 versus the Azir. Oh man, the Zhonya's timing is fantastic, but do you win the fight? The answer is no. As meanwhile, Morgan just being walked around here as Cuz got him on a leash. Nice little kill though onto the Alistar. Nice knockup comes in. Ambessa pretty dangerous. There's the shield. BDD coming on over wants the kill as the burn is ticking away, but Morgan might just be able to get away, and that he does, but it's still going to be Ocean Soul to KT.
Considering KT had the
As maybe it'll just come down to the next fight, as BDD quite strong. Level 18, Morgan really doesn't have a chance of fighting this one as Zoe goes in with the ult. It's not quite going to land.
MF still having some struggles. You know what? You know what we still haven't seen, Brendan?
What's that?
This sleepy bullet time combo. We're never going to see
I
it.
don't think it's going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
All right, BDD, this time is yours, I believe.
I want to see it one time.
All right, Peter, he's going in. There's the ult again. And Peter's like, you know what? I don't need this ult.
Oh, Peter's got to lock it, though.
I can win without it.
He's got the second item. Oh, ult comes in.
All right, it's going to hit the Rumble as Casting in a bit of trouble, but no follow-up comes out at all. Equalizer also pretty pitiful. Going to hit 0 people. And now Kate's here like, do we fight this? I don't know.
They still have the sleepy bullet time in their pockets.
Still, the chance of it happening, less than 0.
Okay, they're going to give up position a little bit. They do have the Ocean Soul, so they can sustain up a good amount. You can see Paulo is pretty low.
They're just doing Baron.
Sleepy bullet time.
It's going to force Peter on over once again. This product just now gets here. There's the bullet time. As so, it's going to go to the Sejuani. No steal going to happen here. BDD goes in, goes out. KT want to get out now as Peter going to get hit by that one, and they should leave him, but they can't quite get away from Morgan as they already got the one. Palu trying to get in into big sleep, actually, but the follow-up is there. They get Hambach. Who's the next one? Morgan gonna frontline for the entire team. It's so scrappy once again. Casting on the left by himself, left against so many members, and he's nearly, just barely going to survive. Neato burrito.
Oh, yes, it would.
That's what the boomers had before Bob and Team were going to do. BD gonna go in. This is a nice chunk, but takes a bigger chunk himself.
Yep. Does have a good amount of sustain with the Ocean Soul and the lifesteal and the Blade of the Rune King, but yeah, chunked out for now. It's just going to recall. Elder in a minute 10, so Bro trying to get as much value of this Baron and hopefully keep KT trapped in that base so it becomes a bit awkward to contest this Elder.
I mean, Hambach's smites have been good, so if it does come down to somebody's got a face check. In goes Peter, they're going to find Closer, but he just flashes away, so that's flashed down now on Closer.
Yeah, and they burn Alastol and Rumble ult for that. He is chunked a bit, but he has red buff.
All right, going to throw an ult into Casting as once again...
Just a little polite exchange of ult.
Nobody wants to follow. They're trying to go in now with the Rakan, going to catch the front line. That's... Okay. We really need to work on our team fighting, guys, here. Like, this is not... Nothing's happening. Look at her. Look at the fans.
They're so stressed.
They're so stressed out. They're praying.
I mean, at least the Ocean Soul value is coming in for KT.
Like full health now.
They're sustaining up, right?
Bro, like, what if we just went mid?
This is just light jousting, you know? Oh, the head shake. The stress.
Okay. All right. Third time's the charm. We're going to engage this time. Okay. We got an angle.
The sleep.
In the sleep. The bullet time. He hit Closer. No! He dies. Oh, no. But the Bros are feasting. Very low health bars here, though, on the side of Bro, even though it is 5v6. Look at Degon. He can't even contain himself.
Everyone's stressed.
We got the double picture-in-picture. Closer nearly died to a bowling ball. Had to dash away. KT still had position. They still have position, and now headbutts the Sejuani away, but he's gonna get in. It's a flip. It's a good old challenger. That's what he did. But Sejuani is down. Messiah! No way! Whoa! Managed to take it down. But we still get the res. Can he win is the question. Morgan with the Elder Button losing to the Rumble. No!
How does that happen? Game's still going.
Yeah.
Trying to push with the Baron. I don't think you're going to end this game with a push. We need another Elder. We all know that. We all know that.
It's only 3.5 minutes away.
Oh.
Not that far away. Oh, that's a poke. And there's the...
No, to sleep them first.
He didn't do any damage.
Oh my god.
All right, he zoned them off of the turret, though.
They burned 3 ults. I don't even know why Peter used his ult, but he did.
He just wanted to in solidarity.
Solidarity. He could close it, and then he just instantly died.
All right, little
BDD.
fight here. BDD very, very caught. He's going to try to ult away, and he actually does ult a couple. Gets his shield as well. He's staying alive. BDD, you got to be kidding me. And he sets up the fight for the team. Did not believe for a second he was going down, and now Morgan is in it alone. There's only so much he can do, as he will go down. Bull, oh, he's going to take out BDD, though. He stays alive. He takes out Peter. Morgan still alive as well, but does get taken down. And Bull, I mean, he did a good job, but I don't
Get out of
know
that,
if he can do this
Paulo.
alone.
You guys need to, I think, recall.
Yeah, just go to Rakan and just hit the B button.
No!
No, he might actually die.
Yeah, they just end. Can they not just end? You have to get back to your base.
He's zoning them. There's no Feather Storm, and Bull's just gonna die. Can't kill casting, and I think we're finally done, guys. The game is over. KT, they have finally done it. They figured it out. And it comes off of Bro engaging onto BDD.
Look,
That's all you needed to do.
If you look at the history,
갈려있다. 괜찮아. 천천히. 물만한 것 같은데? 물만해. 하나 더 기다려. 걸릴게. 잡았어. 해봐줘. 밀어. 똥. 아, 이겼다. 했다. 나 그래. 아이고. 몇 천지 얘기 좀 해줘. 이거 봐줘. 차에 살아있어. 차야 노궁이야, 차야 노궁. 아, 바텀으로 가자. 가자. 차야 노궁.
there was hype moments. It's crazy. Morgan and Casting did 40k and 36k damage. They did like 10,000 of that in that one Elder fight.
Yeah.
It's just
They
absolutely
actually
absurd.
did. It was actually 10k from Cass.
Had it, like everyone,
in the one fight.
Everyone did like tons of damage apart from the tank Sejuani and the MF. They're like the only slackers.
And now what is the final pick? It's Yorick!
Of course.
Obviously. Yeah, if you don't know about this one, you're just not paying attention.
And they can't play 80 Nidalee top into it. Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so, okay. 100%.
Not sure about Aatrox into Yorick.
So they're just picking stuff that has dash. That has a dash, so you can dash out of the circle.
Okay, I mean, it kind of fits with the composition in terms of you diving into them. There's a lot of anti-dive from KT, but I don't think you're going to have fun in the side lane. Yeah.
I like how Morgan has waited until this moment. Game 2 against KT. It's like, okay, it's time for the Yorick.
Yeah.
Blind.
And we saw like a mega Yorick rework. I don't know why that's so hard to say.
Mega Yorick rework. It is pretty hard, yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, we'll see if that's the case here. As we are ready, let's hop onto the roof for game number 2.
More like his colleague or co-worker?
Coworker. Colleague sounds like at least there's some kind of like...
There's
you know,
some semblance of
if you're
carry misplays a single trade because the support all ends in a bad spot and they lost the trade or maybe lost the fight. And the support will just say, okay, I pim around Rome from now on, good luck.
All right, we're going in, and we're taking good trades here on the side of KT. Peter just keeps doing it. There's not really much that Paulo can do except defensively crash down.
Yep, some good defensive play. But this is where in solo queue, Paulo would go, you're on your own now, I'm going to pim Rome, good luck.
You keep getting hit by the Leona, I'm just leaving.
Yeah, as you can see, he actually did leave lane, so no, he's
What
coming back, don't
mean
worry.
by that?
He's coming back, he's coming back.
That's crazy. By the way, we got everybody on KT going top as well. Hiding on bush.
Oh,
no,
no.
BDD!
Oh, the bait.
Why do you leave?
He was trying to distract him. He's like, Paulo would be like, why is Talia here? And then not realize that they're trying to... No, that
Yeah, the second
you know, there is an
I'd be getting a
available,
scrap.
ult available for closer.
All right, we're going in as the Rocks come down late. BDD in a lot of trouble as down he goes. First blood at 6 minutes for Bro. Is it possible? Yes, it is. How about a second kill? As we got Peter caught out as well.
Charm finds great effect there from the side of closer. And if it
exactly.
That's what you're trying to say.
Oh, Rel is hip. She knows. We're going in onto this Yorick. Morgan is, he's going to get knocked up there on the corner even after the flash. In a lot of trouble, taking huge amounts of damage from the Aatrox. And that is just another Yorick that's very sad. Makes sense, yeah.
Locked in.
Who else plays top lane? Chronicler and Atlas.
Oh, that explains so much, you know.
Chronicler only occasionally. Here for the Dragon, it is a Chemtech Dragon. No Chemtech Soul once again.
Do my job. Peter is in this Banana Brush, looking for closer.
Yeah, that is an Ahri. And yeah, it's just going to go over. No, Paulo just died. Yeah, he just got blown up to pieces. And didn't even flash, didn't bother to. Just accepted his fate.
Just decided, you know, take me with you, little plants.
By the way, Wolf just said I was correct, by the way. Morgan in a bit of trouble here, but is taking a decent trade.
Correct about what?
With the Maiden. That it is DNF at 10th for action before 15 minutes.
Oh. That checks. He was kind of slacking.
Yeah.
But they also got the Dragon, so it's pretty... You can go and go. Oh.
Going in again, but Peter, he's got his flash, but he might just die instead. He's going to flash, and then he's going to die. Okay. Down he goes. Nice charm. Product has to cleanse, but now a huge engage comes in from Palu, and BDD, he just throws down some rocks. He's like, I'm trying my best, but he's going to get caught out as well, because we do have the triple kill going to Bull. And BDD still on the chase. For some reason, it's going to flash away, and he does not get the kill closer. Just outplays him and gives him the...
Pretty unfortunate one there for KT, kind of overforced onto the Rel as well. It just feels like not the target you should be looking for, and Bro punished them massively, will pick up those 3 grubs. Just Viz Runus, right?
All right, World Ender here. Bull does have his flash, and Casting going to get rooted under the turret. Nearly dies.
But doesn't, but might.
Oh! Max range. You know, he's on a team that's winning, and he's not that far behind either, so he drops the circle.
Oh, it's a Hextech Soul. Quickly?
No.
You really want to come out of him and be like, oh, well, that was just a quick, 50 minutes between the 2 games. Absolutely. Peter?
He is going in.
He's going for it.
Still level 6. We have TP as well.
Oh, handback. He's slick with it.
And they all just get away.
Oh my god, the Yorick did 0 damage to that tower. Yeah, you still need minions.
Yeah. It's okay. He's got minions.
Oh, he's got Demolish.
Boom.
He's making it happen.
I don't know how KT, it looked like they were trying so hard to start that fight, and somehow nobody fought.
It looked like they were trying a little too hard. But then again, nothing happened.
All right, well, on the rocks is Closer, but he has another dash, and guess what? It's Wukong! This BDD will go down, and now on a killing spree is Closer. 3 in a row.
Mid-jungle from Bro showing up this game. Closer and handback having a pretty good one. And BDD not having a pit. If they're winning, you want them to keep winning. If they're losing, you want them to start winning. If it's even...
All right, Paulo's walking in a straight line. We missed the route, but it doesn't matter.
All right, someone's not paying their Bro tax.
But I'm not sure. Oh, she's checking. So they're just going to do the Dragon. And Bro are going to do the Otacon with Yorick.
That's why you pick Yorick, so you can just solo Otacon.
Yeah.
This is going down so fast.
And
wow, really.
But like eventually they find out.
Yeah, this is wow. With another 20 minutes they'll finish that.
Oh, nice.
Nice ult.
Nicely done. The only issue is that now that's down, and BDD is going to be here.
They will eventually kill Otacon.
No, they backed away.
Wait, they backed. So did KT.
Wait. Handbox starts it again. They don't have any vision.
Everyone is just unwilling to do something.
Uh-oh. Not the face check. Oh, it's okay. He's got disengage cone. He's going to get away. Thank you, disengage cone.
Okay.
Glad we have that in the game.
Mid-tower, though.
Okay.
And actually, because it took so long to do Otacon, it's now going to be up when Baron is
Will
up.
they go?
They put in planning permission for the demolition.
All right, missed stun, but crash down hits. That is on to Aatrox. Can they burst him down? The answer is not really, as he's going to go straight into them instead, and now he's going to get locked up in the circle and just go down. So they did it. They did something. They went in, as now, nice little Zhonya's to get away, but Closer still going to get flipped back and still will get withdrawn. So 200 gold goes over to KT.
I think they could have just gone for Baron after killing Casting and having Otacon buff still up. But
here's Casting. Getting in onto the Yorick. He's getting down with it. Morgan doesn't seem to care. He is doing a lot of damage here to Casting, actually. But once the entire team shows up and they give the shutdown to the Ezreal, he's not going to have a good time. Meanwhile, Bro, they're getting the Dragon and the bottom turret.
Yeah. Not a great trade.
For KT.
Not a great trade at all for KT. They're also probably losing this mid-tier too.
But they got the Yorick.
Too much confrontation.
It's probably for the best.
Definitely for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, they're collapsing on a Closer.
Here we go again. He does have the Spirit Rush. The rocks are down. He's going to dash up. instead. We got a TP coming in here as well. And eventually, you do get locked down. There's a charm once again. And now we got Wukong follow-up and the Rel on top of everyone as Bro waited for the exact right moment. And it was for a win. They engaged onto the Fed Ahri as they're looking for Podok. Very nice from Closer. Gonna get the cleanse out of Podok, who's the only one left alive and doesn't really have that much wave clear at this point in time.
It should be game, you know, slow and steady works for Bro here. Should be able to push in the base and end the game on this one. Podok's not going to be able to do enough to defend. And a rough game for KT. VDD in particular, not able to make too much of an impact in this one.
Yeah, not much that they could do, especially at this point, just pushing in with the Maiden, as here is Peter, is going to try his best to soak up some of the damage, and that he will. But they're still going to win the game. So Podok, yeah, he's just got to get away. Down goes the Nexus.
지금 천천히 가보자. 나 공 30초 기다려줘야 되고.
얘네가 아래쪽 먼저 뻗을 수 있어. 얘네 정글 다 닿았다.
이제 부시래기 생각하고 지금은 우리 한타 정비
자 레오나 여기.
하나 봐줄게.
나도 위에 봐줄게. 나 위에 봐줄게.
텔 봐줄래?
나 쇼 본다. 쇼 본다.
텔
나텔 봐줘. 텔 봐줘.
한타 봐줄게.
야 다이라 돌아오거든. 탈리아 레오나 쪽 보자. 탈리아 레오나 쪽.
나 천천히 크게 볼게 이거. 빠지면서. 맞아. 야 이제 멀어. 3번 보자. 이제 멀다. 아트 봐야 돼.
And yeah, there you go. Nicely done, bro.
Just a pretty subdued game from KT. You know, there's a couple of moments where Peter was trying to find angles. Never really came together.
It just wasn't meant to be for them in game number 2, but they probably will select the blue side almost definitely, and we'll see what it looks like for them.
There's still hope.
So,
I mean, Xin Zhao can dive in the Galio.
this looks like a Draven based on his face. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just the bull. You know, I've cast him enough, and he plays a lot of Draven. It was pretty obvious. You see that smile on his face, he's playing Draven.
So Draven into Kai'Sa, pretty Draven favored, just because he matches the range but does way more damage with autos. Poppy though, unless you find a wall slam, you're kind of just sitting there.
Yeah, but we'll see if he can prove himself here tonight. We're ready. Let's hop on the rift for game number 3.
Most your damage in the queues. Like W is better for jungle clear, and it helps. Don't get me wrong. Like all 3 abilities is good for Elise, but
yeah,
level 2 definitely can put your attention there.
BDD definitely wants revenge.
Wow, he's kind of like hitting the wave and then just also sort of hitting. Like Closer's like so locked into the fight. DRX does need to forget about that second game.
DRX.
Yes.
What about KT?
KT second game. I think there's some things you can learn from it. I think the DRX second game, I think that sort of game comes with trauma.
Diving the Scion.
Level 6 already hit.
He's got the Warden's Mail. It's a lot of damage, and Morgan might just die. The ult just come out, and the Q is fully stacked, but it doesn't hit anyone because Elise is very good at diving. Bull in a bit of trouble. We do see BDD on the chase, and Bull utilizes the walk strategy. Here's Closer. Okay, he's trading flashes.
Yeah, I actually call this
for the future.
I actually call this outcome-focused assessment.
Okay.
See the outcome, and you focus your assessments on after the fact.
Yeah, he just knocked that guy away, but Casting cannot deny the second knockup. TPs are coming in, and now we got Bull's axes getting into the action, and BDD not much he can do at this point. So nice little pickup. A kill onto the Jace for Bro.
I still find it so funny when the early TPs come in and they just kind of like slowly float over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cuz actually misplayed a little bit because he got his passive on handback and then tried to ult and just didn't knock him away his own.
Oh, Peter, he gets the engage and the no cleanse comes in. The barrier does not save him. Nice knockback though from Palu. That's going to be a trade of kills.
So as I was saying, I don't think the Draven was a good pick here.
No cash out.
No, yeah, so I just feel like in a situation like this, like on Draven, you're not cashing out.
Yeah. And a nice play from Peter. As now we're getting in onto Palu, who is just getting burst, and there you go, into the wall goes Cuz, but Palu is very much out of the fight. BDD makes his way in, and this will be the Drake going over as Hambak not able to steal it, and Bull just face checks the brush where there's no vision, and the entire team was there.
Sorry, I don't mean to spoil
yeah.
stuff. Sorry, yeah, I'm just dropping spoilers here.
Can't believe he would do that. Well, we got to fight anyway. Cuz seems very fine. He's still going to flash away. Meanwhile, Bull trying to take the 1v1 versus Padak, and he's winning. Now he gets a cash out, but still dies to the Q. Meanwhile, Bro winning the rest of the fight here on the left side. And you see Cuz extremely low. He's going to go in! No!
He canceled the auto!
Canceled the auto! That have gotten some leads and then have struggled to end game. So it doesn't surprise me, actually.
Oh, Morgan's gonna make his way up. But they aren't contesting the Herald, apparently.
We're just looking respectfully in the direction. Padak is going to have to flash this one. Out he goes, but now he's down his flash.
Like he's a pretty
I have watched some games
of League of Legends.
of Legends.
Okay.
All right.
They're getting chunked out.
Yeah, they're going to get control of the banana brush. Will Bro.
Coming in.
Yeah.
Casting is now TPing.
Yeah, I mean, they get the taunt here on Apollo, but that is, ooh, very nice ult from Cuz. Just going to push them away. Has to flash, though. Here comes Casting. Has made his way over. The shot blast is going to miss. We have the reset here on the Dragon. They're going to start it up once again as the knockup comes out and knocks away two of the main damage dealers of KT. It looks like they'll have to give away this Dragon. Bro, they find the best way to get the objective without fighting. And they do it again. No! And the team, they're going to follow up on it, actually. Can they win the fight? Paulu's going in. A big Q comes down, smashes down from Morgan, as now he's frontlining against the whole team. Not going to land another one. As Casting, he wants a bit more damage because he's here with full health. And, well, Bro got the Dragon.
That they did. It's not tank Jace anymore. It's I do damage Jace. I want to shock blast people.
Well, we're invading the blue buff as Cuz is in a lot of trouble here, but he is down. He's got TP coming in, Casting here, and is going to jump into 4 people. This game is just wild. The ult comes in on the Casting, and they get the kill for Bull. It's huge, actually, as now going in for more is Hambach. He's only going to get the repel, though. Still a kill. The Rift Herald is pushing mid.
I did just say it's not tank Jace. I want to make that clear. It's
you
not
did say that,
Jace.
yeah.
Okay, and I think Casting needed to hear that more than anyone.
I remember he said it. I was there.
Okay, well, 2 towers mid.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Something went wrong.
Yeah.
All right, baiting him in. There's the cocoon, but it's a stolen Xinjiao ult, and that's going to be dodged, actually. Very nicely done by Peter. I'm not sure if it would have saved it.
Will they get this? I think they should get this in time.
I mean, somebody's got to go in. Yeah, Hambach just got here. They just got here. And it's going to come down to the flowers. Who's going to get all of the flowers? Who will be the Captain Flower? That is the question. We got an ult coming in. Padak, he has a lot of peel this time, though. And he's got the ult, and down goes Bull, meanwhile, on the bottom side of the fight. And now, Bro just get baited into this Wonka one. But Closure finds the angle on a Peter. They take out the Elise. And a chance for Bro as both teams eyeing each other. Not sure if they want to go. A massive taunt gets Palu. And now the front line is slowly being chipped away at, giving confidence for BDD, who is still full health and wants to continue on this one, but doesn't have his flash.
Yeah, not sure they'll be able to find anything more here, but the speed up comes through from BDD.
It's very fast.
Running.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so far you can go. One more Justice Punch. A chance. Ooh.
Okay, well, it's still enough to probably get you this. Don't let them recall. They get the Ruinous Atakan, and obviously we've seen a lot of people favoring the crit build recently.
Yeah, I mean, this was a good build for a very long time for a reason, right? Morgan trying to find an angle here, needs the stun first, but he can't quite find it on a BDD. And this is one of the longest fights of all time in a 1v1. We have a TP. We have enough time for a TP to come in. 2 TPs, 1 from each team. And all Bro are running over. So we're just going to trade our TPs. We'll have triple Hex Texel in this series. All right, both teams staring at each other menacingly. Who's going to make the first move?
That Banana Brush control is doing a lot for Bro right now.
I feel like that's one of the first times I've seen Casting hit a big shot blast. And by big, I mean just hitting them. You know, feels like the poke should be doing a bit more, but we're not seeing a whole lot of it. There you go. Okay, Palu at half health.
They are poking Palu.
Yeah, it's like they're targeting the Poppy.
Did he just block it though?
Yeah, maybe. That's going to be a miss on the chains. Cuz going in, that's a Galio out of the fight, but it is Galio, so...
Can just ult back in.
Yeah. Not exactly the best target.
A lot of poke coming through though. Close is starting to get low. Palu and Hambach nursing some lower health bars. Bull doesn't care. He is a Draven with a Bloodthirster.
Yeah. This is the way you gotta go for these fights, though. As Morgan, oh, he's gonna get taunted up. They might have the damage, but a stolen Galio ult is gonna come through. BDD, he gets knocked up, and now on the left side, they go for Product. That's a huge amount of damage goes on to him. One axe gets it done, but it's traded out. Meanwhile, Hambach is going nuts on the right side of the fight on this Fury, casting though a double kill. The flash! Oh, the flash is gonna miss! And that will make the big difference as BDD is alone. And the chase comes in from Hambach. Eventually, they'll kill him, right? Right, Degon. Oh my God. Okay, really? Okay, they got it.
Okay, they got it.
There you go. 7,000 damage to both Hambach and casting, and it just means that Bro will get the dragon.
Least stressful Bro game.
We get 40-minute games with Bro and KT.
The important thing is no MF though.
Okay. BDD kind of in the front. Meanwhile, Closer going 1v5 on the left side. BDD, though, is in so much trouble. He's going to try to ult away, but he can't. He gets knocked out. And now Cuz goes on in. Well, goes down, rather, and Potic is just left for the fishes as well. He has to go into his Zhonya and says, bro, they might have done it. They might have actually just won the game right here. They're going to attempt to end it at least as Peter flashes away from Hambach, who is an absolute menace in this game.
Hambach's been a monster. You know, to think this player was subbed out for the start of the LCK, dominating KT right now. Peter's going to try and make an attempt. He will fail. Casting will try as well.
We have a crazy host on the desk. And yeah, they're not able to clear out the wave here. So there you go, bro. They've done it. They've actually taken down KT in a 3-game banger. And all it took was catching BDD and Closer's angle on the left side. He's a great player. He just needs time to figure out the LCK.
Game 1 of the Sejuani was a bit messy, but also he was getting some clutch smite steals that kind of kept him in the game for a long time. And then 2 and 3, he was on form. This guy's good. He's a very, very good player, and he works well with Closer.
Been a fan of him since the Challenger days, when it was him and Lucid, the two going head-to-head for top jungler. Lucid did win at that time, but Hambach, you know, took him a little bit longer, but he's here. You gotta believe.
Yeah, and remember, like, Lucid is a great example of a player who didn't immediately come together right on his debut. It took some time before things really started to work with T+, and now easily one of the league's top junglers.
They were just so challengers pilled. They were just so good in challengers that they couldn't get the challengers out of themselves fast enough.
They had to power through it, you know.
It took them a long time to readjust after being so dominant in the challenger.
We have such a long season as well. There's no rush, you know. Give Hambach time, and he's already starting to show up. You know, he already showed up in Kesper Cup and in the LCK Cup, but give him more time and he'll really show what he can do.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POM interview translation, joined by Hambach on the side of OK Savings Bank Brian. Congratulations! Continuing the win from your last match, you secured 2 consecutive wins in a row with today's victory. How do you feel? First of all, being able to get 2 wins in a row in the LCK makes me so happy. No, I think it actually does feel better that I was able to defeat my former team, KT. You know, I wasn't really emotional after the victory, but I just didn't expect this match to be so rough and so draining. So I'm just so relieved that we're able to win today. Yeah, it has to be such a meaningful win for you personally, since this is your first POM. What do you think has changed over the last 3 matches?
LCK에 어느 정도 좀 적응을 해가고 있는 걸 몸으로
No, I think I am
더 잘할 수 있을 것
feeling like I am adapting to the LCK stage, so I think I have a good feeling. I feel like I can improve and get better from now on. And so we saw that you guys had Bull in the bot lane after a while. So what kind of change did the team intend to implement with this player swap? I think with Bull, we're able to sort of go ahead and draft based on, I guess, around Bull because he is actually really good with Draven, and there are a lot of moments that we can enable him as an AD carry with his champion pull. And your Nafiri was on a rampage, and in game 3, you gave Jace away to take Nafiri, Sion on Draven. And with such a wombo combo comp, what do you think?
세트를 하고 나서 그냥 제가
How do you think the
변수를 없애고
draft
AD
phase went?
정글 대 AD 정글 구도를 하고 싶다라고 좀 말을
I think we
해놨어서
just really
그대로 이제
try
라피를
to
한번
go
써보자
with the
해가지고
feedback regarding
뱀픽
having a
구도대로
AD
잘 나온 것
jungler.
나피리가 정말 잘
And I think that's just something that we were able to accomplish after that feedback.
언제 좀 승리를 확신하셨나요?
And in the Fury, scaled
솔직히
steadily, but you could
마지막
not
한타 하기
let your
전까지도
guard down
유리한
during the
느낌은
team fight. So
있었지만 좀 확신을
when were you sure of
하기는
today's
어려운
victory?
상황이었고
I feel like every
그냥,
team fight, I had a good
싸움을
feeling that we would
한번
win today.
좀 시원하게 지더라도 시원하게 걸자라는 생각을 좀 다 같이
obviously
하면서
there
마지막
was
한타 때 좀 시원하게
A lot of
갔어요.
back and forth.
그렇게 해서
And I think all we really needed was that one banger team fight, one refreshing one that we just can take that decisive edge. And your next match will be a Saturday showdown against Genji. And since you took them down during the LCK Cup, you must be so eager to win.
저희도 뭐
Yeah, Genji, they're such a good team. But since we have that Kingslayer nickname, we'll make sure that we are definitely prepared for that match and make sure that we're prepared to win as well. And what would you like to say to your fans?
그냥 POM 받으면 하고 싶었던 말이긴 한데
Now
그냥
there's a lot
제
that I want to
플레이가
say
LCK 컵부터 좀
if I get
어느
POM.
정도 불안한 면이 있었다고 생각하는데 뭔가
I
POM
feel like
받은
regarding my
순간까지 좀
performance, it had been
기다려주시는
pretty
팬분들한테
unsteady
감사하다고
during the
얘기를
LCK
드리고
Cup, but
싶었고
I just
앞으로도
wanted
잘
to say
부탁드리겠다고 말씀을
and
하고
extend my gratitude towards
감사합니다.
all my fans that have been so supportive regardless all this time.
감사합니다.
And that's the end of the interview with Humbug and Back to the Space. Thank you.